let me break it to you. You know how y'all like to manipulate people in ways because y'all are insecure. You know how they like. Y'all like the insecure because you like to manipulate because you're insecure from the things that are within your body because you don't want to heal. They want us to be insecure about what they're telling us. They tell us that it's good for us, but then the other people that tell you that do this, but you could feel better off doing something that they don't recommend you doing. They manipulating y'all. They telling you that. They put the phones in your face. They give you all these foods. They manipulating you. Because at the end of the day, they know what they doing. At the end of the day, the manipulation, when you're trying to manipulate someone, you know what you're doing. You're trying to protect your ego. You're trying to protect your emotions. They trying to protect them from us realizing that we really don't need them. But y'all ain't going to hear that, though. Yo, what's good? It's your boy, Cristo. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. And I'm back with another video. Today we got that man, J Marbles. And y'all feel me? You got this rapper who joined him and realized he wanted his soul back. Apparently it's J. Cole. Y'all feel me? Drop down a comment, Cristo back. Hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button. Let's hop right to this video. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
J. Cole sold his soul.
Oh,
sit back.
Like I want to baptized, started reading the Bible. I was scared as
He got his start by approaching
Praise
Jay
Lord.
Brown, who at that time was an A&R for Rockefeller. Once Jay-Z heard J. Cole actually rap, he signed them.
It's scary, you know what I'm saying, to think that I'm up in New York City by myself, not making enough money to feed myself, but yet I want to chase his dream. You just gotta, stick it through. Jay-Z heard this song I had called Lights Please. And from what the story's been told to me, he heard the song, just like, yo, like, who is this kid? And I guess it's just how happens with Jay, man. I got a call the morning of, and it was like, yo, today's the day. Jay wants to meet you. Yeah, boy. And then, so I flew out from my bill collecting job, rode out to the city as fast as possible, and had the meeting that day, man, and then the rest was history from there.
After getting signed to Roc Nation, J. Cole had to get down to sell records. In case you never noticed, on his first album, Cold World, J. Cole sits at the top of the throne of the crucifix, and a whole lot of hand symbols was thrown.
What up, y'all? It's J. Cole, Cold World, Dreamville, Roc Nation, Carolina, Toronto, Canada. You are now watching Rap City already.
He then would try to dispel any Illuminati rumors that was going around his name.
When you came into the business, a lot of people talk about how hard it is to make it in the business, and you have to know someone. You have to be a member of the Illuminati, this underworld. What do you think of all that?
Which part? Well, it's hard to make it, or the Illuminati
Yeah,
part?
when people say that exists, and I mean, you're in the world, so now you see,
Right.
And obviously,
So I can't, because they made a headline the last time I tried to say this out of what I said. But now that I'm over here and people say that, of course it's easy for me to write it off, be like, yo, y'all are so. I could say that. I could say like, oh, y'all are so, but I can't be so quick to say that because I do remember a time when I was nowhere close to being in this business. If a rumor came out and there was a video online about here's proof that such and such is in the Illuminati, I was already a conspiracy theorist in my heart. So I was in a position where like I would be one of the gullible people to like believe that. So when I remember that, I'm just like, oh man, these people just don't know no better.
was that part of the reason because you were trying to make it and you weren't sure about the industry and how to get in, or
I think
why
I was.
were you a
I think
conspiracy
I was at a point in my life where I was. At that particular time, I was at a point in my life where I was just really seeing the world for what it was, and really was disgusted at why did the world work like this? Why are these people living like this, but these people are living like this, and who's controlling that? And it felt like somebody has to have somebody has to be pulling the strings somewhere, which I do feel like that in a sense, but I was new to that world, so I was more gullible to those types of stories.
When you got into the rap business and you started to see, because we talked about black people in business in general, you started to see ownership and how ownership works and how far we have to go, because Jay-Z, he's made a lot of money, but then when you see Warren Buffett,
Exactly.
and just the comparison,
Right.
Oprah Winfrey compared to Bill Gates,
Right.
was it more obvious to you when you became a star?
Yeah, absolutely.
When you got closer and you got into the world,
Absolutely.
and you started to
And those weren't. By the way, those weren't beliefs that I carried with me. It was just like, maybe like I wonder. Because I don't want anybody to think that I ever believed those things. But I was susceptible, more likely to believe them at that point than I was. But when I got into the business and I became closer to these people in this situation, you realize like, oh, what are you talking about? Like these are regular people. You know what I mean? These are people. This man is from Marcy Projects, Jay-Z. He's from the project. You think they're gonna let him into the Illuminati? He's from the project, and he doesn't have enough money compared to these guys. Jay-Z is our top. We look at Jay-Z. Everybody in the black community looks at Jay-Z like, oh man, everybody wants to be Jay-Z. But when you really know people's money level, you know that he wants to be up there. Like when it comes to being businessman, he wants to be Warren Buffett or Bill Gates. Like that's another level of money that
Does it shock you that to think the idea that some doors are closed to Jay-Z still?
Absolutely.
Or do you believe, are they? I mean, is the world his oyster?
No. The doors are closed. He's breaking them down. That's why I'm loving the fact that he's still active. He's breaking doors down every year, every album. But yeah, there's still doors. They don't want to see him. They don't want Jay. Nope. The man that has 20 billion does not want to see Jay-Z have the same amount of money as him. No way. You know what I mean? And even if it's not that direct, the system is not set up for Jay-Z to make it up there. So he's breaking down doors even if they're not conscious doors, they're like systemic doors. You know what I mean? That have been placed there. They're subconscious doors that are still.
After climbing the ladder, J. Cole would actually get down. In an interview with Vice, he would admit to being a part of the Illuminati. But you know how the game goes, they scrubbed the whole video. Drew Millard asked J. Cole in the Illuminati, and he responded yes. Drew asked, did they give you an Illuminati ring? J. Cole responded yes. Drew then asked him, can I see the ring? And J. Cole responded, no, I'd have to kill you, but if you want me to kill you, I can show you. After realizing everything that glitters wasn't gold, J. Cole backed away from the mainstream.
You know your audience, so watching the show, hearing the stories that you tell before the songs, while watching you on stage, brings so much more insight. Say, basically,
Right.
you know, a billionaire, you know, and a billionaire can have all the money in the world, but could be miserable. That's basically.
Right.
And you talked about, now I'm on the other side. You know, I've experienced this. I got the money. It ain't all what it worked out to be. What was your experience like when you finally start making money?
I ain't really got an answer for that because it doesn't resonate with me.
Yeah.
I don't have no cool answer for you because it's like I was never like gassed like, oh, look how we getting this. But you know, I don't come from that world.
Yeah.
You know, I don't come from that world where I just can't wait to get money and stunt and show you that I got money and make a video on Instagram holding and talking to the money. That's not. That's
You're not
like
gonna put the stack on your ear?
Nah, I see that that's like the cool thing right now, but that's not cool. That's never been cool to me. Like if it's cool to you, do it. But you know, I just noticed that some of these people that got everything that we think we want, deep down they're not happy. Which I could relate to because I went through that period where it's like I had all these blessings, but the happiness wasn't there.
After realizing that the fame and fortune wasn't worth it, J. Cole would then start to expose the music industry.
They love it. I don't know who they is.
Right.
Whoever the powers that be or whoever constructed the system or however this naturally happened, the people at the top love the fact that everybody is so busy with themselves and their own lives that they don't have the time to stand for something or to fight for something. And that's what capitalism teaches us. It's like it's a every man for himself mentality. It's a I got to be on top. For me to be on top, I got to have a bottom. For me to own McDonald's, I got to have somebody at the bottom working at McDonald's. For me to own any company, any business, capitalism is like, to me, it's like, I don't know the alternative. I don't even know if it exists. I don't think we've evolved to something that exists yet.
Right.
But capitalism is like, it's just paid slavery. It's the same thing as, it's the same setup as slavery. Only difference was slaves wasn't getting paid. But it's the same setup. I own this plantation. You are at the bottom. I got some managers right here that oversee the field. They get paid a little more than you, but they ain't that much better off than you. They feel better because they on top of you.
Yeah, boy.
The manager at McDonald's feel a little better than the dude on the fries.
Better.
But it's like, you ain't that guy. That guy's milking everybody. So we got a bunch of people in America doing something that don't need to be done just to make money. It's like you're doing something that's not needed. You're providing a service to the world that's not needed. You're making food that doesn't help. It actually hurts us. That food is us, but it makes money. You know what I mean? That television show is hurting us, but it makes money. This music is killing us. It's rotting us, but it makes money. That's the system we live in. That goes for any industry. You can look at it and go, that's not helping the world.
Bro, he's not lying.
But it's making money, so it's helping some.
Bro, he's not lying, bro. I like, he just, like, I don't want to talk. I'm going to talk for 10 minutes on y'all ass.
Body. You know what I mean? So to me, that's the root of all these problems.
You're absolutely gonna piss many people off.
All right.
Okay.
Already know.
Yeah,
That's why
let's go back.
somebody,
It's actually want to go.
any industry, you can look at it and go, that's not helping the world. But it's making money, so it's helping somebody. You know what I mean? So to me, that's the root of all these problems.
You're absolutely gonna piss.
I'm gonna go back.
Better because they on top of you. The manager at McDonald's feel a little better.
Nah, but that's facts though, y'all. I can't count like workers, managers. You feel me? X, Y, blah, Z. It's all the same thing. There ain't no better. So are you working at your job, leveling up? You're still doing the exact same thing. You get a little bit more pay. You feel a little bit better, but you're doing the exact same thing. He still control. You still gotta go to work. They tell you when to come to work. They tell you to do all that. That's why I keep telling y'all, find you something that you're passionate about, and just make money from it. And then help others find their passion too. Because at the end of the day, we all need services, goods. Regardless of how much money you get, we still need services and goods. So there's always something you can find, sell, and produce. Because, like you said, we all need things day-to-day life. Now, is it helpful? No, probably not. Like, these phones probably ain't as helpful as they're supposed to be. Yeah, we can send information. Yeah, it made a whole new, but like at the end of the day, in the long run, is it like good for us? Cause like we don't even have an attention span like that for real no more. People are brain dead because we got phones. Yeah, people make money, but some people can understand how to use this to make money. Some people are literally losing their lives because they have a fucking phone. Like, you got to learn the balance. And a lot of people don't know the balance. You can work a job, but as long as you chasing your dreams, you'll feel way better because you know you're doing more than just going to work and working a dang job for nothing that's going to benefit your life whatsoever. And they know they don't care about you because if you're only 1 or 2 pages away from being out your house probably.
Than the dude on the fries.
Better.
But it's like, you ain't that guy. That
not.
guy's milking everybody.
He's
So we
getting
got a bunch of people in
everything.
America doing something that don't need to be done just to make money. It's like you're doing something that's not needed. You're providing a
Nothing.
service to the world that's not needed. You're making food that doesn't help. It actually hurts us. That food is us, but it makes money. You know what I mean? That television show is hurting us, but it makes money. This music is killing us. It's rotting us, but it makes money. That's the system we live in. That goes for any industry. You can look at it and go, that's not helping the world.
Facts. Any industry. Bro, I'm telling y'all, like, most of the foods we eat are not good for us. Most of the things we consume on a daily basis are not good for us. Like, a lot of the things that they push out for us are not good for us, y'all. And yeah, they tell us that. So let me break it to you. You know how y'all like to manipulate people in ways because y'all are insecure. You know how they like. Y'all like to insecure because you like to manipulate because you're insecure from the things that are within your body because you don't want to heal. They want us to be insecure about what they're telling us. They tell us that it's good for us, but then the other people that tell you that do this, but you could feel better off doing something that they don't recommend you doing. They manipulating y'all. They telling you that. They put the phones in your face. They give you all these foods. They manipulating you. Because at the end of the day, they know what they're doing. At the end of the day, the manipulation, when you're trying to manipulate someone, you know what you're doing. You're trying to protect your ego. You're trying to protect your emotions. They trying to protect them from us realizing that we really don't need them. But y'all ain't going to hear that, though. Continue the video.
But it's making money. So it's helping somebody.
That's it. But it's making money. And like I say, they got us all in the loophole. That's why the money here, that's why everything here, to keep us in the loophole. Because if there was no money, what would y'all do? If there was no money, what would y'all do? What would y'all females do if there was no money and you did not get the lifestyle that you wanted? What if there was no money that where you could pick a ninja just off of his money? What you gonna do then? Oh, you're gonna look at different qualities. You're going to look for different things that will satisfy you. That will probably actually help you. Because the money part is making a lot of y'all just run from yourself. You're trying to hide the silence with noise. And that's why you keep spiraling to the same cycles over and over and over and over again. Because you don't recognize patterns and you can't see what really is going on within your life. Boy, let me go and continue this video because I'm gonna talk for days.
You know what I mean?
Days.
So to me, that's
I gotta go live or something.
Problem.
You're absolutely gonna piss many people off.
I already know.
You
That's why I didn't
already
even want
know.
to say it. But I was like, it's been on my heart. So I'm like,
Yeah.
the whole.
Man, that's what I'm here. I'm gonna piss a lot of y'all off. I'm gonna piss a lot of y'all off. But I'm gonna be here because there's gonna be some people who actually gonna hear me, and they're gonna change their lives. But I'm gonna piss a lot of y'all off. Watch.
This no
I'm
disrespect,
ready.
but this whole system is not set up to bring truth. It's not set up to bring the real news. The news
No!
is set up to inform you. It's set up to make money. I'm a communications major. I know the entire communication. This building right here is run off of advertising dollars, advertising money. That's the only thing that keeps this shit rolling. It keeps money in everybody's pocket. We got into a cycle of thinking that like this music that we
J. Cole
sell
smart.
to the world or that we ingest
Real
like,
deal
really
smart.
represents us. We really think that this music represents who we are.
It
You know
don't.
what I mean? It's like if you really take another listen to what's being played right now, what's being said, it don't represent us no more. You know what I mean? Or I don't know if it ever did. Or if it just really represented what could be sold and what could be marketed and what could
Facts.
be pushed.
Facts.
Does it represent a mentality of a small amount of people in this community? Yeah, sure. An exaggerated version.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it don't represent who we are. But it's all you hear. That mentality is all you hear.
As of recently, J. Cole fell back from the music industry, started working for DoorDash. Let me know what y'all think. Did J. Cole break the oath or did he just fall off? Leave your comments below.
Man. No, I don't believe J. Cole fell off. I haven't heard that from him. J. Cole hard though, but he do it does. Y'all got to realize he's going against it. He's speaking about things that a lot of people don't speak about. And a lot of people don't want to realize within, regardless of forget the music industry. Let's just talk about work in general. And then we're gonna include the video after this, y'all. Just talk about work in general. Like I'm gonna go on that. Y'all go to work every day, 365 days a year. You've been doing the same Monday through Sunday through Saturday week schedule for however long. You do the same thing for years and years. You keep the same cycles for years and years and years. What is you gonna change? What is you gonna do different? What is you gonna try to better? But you go home, you say you're tired, you say you're lazy, but you don't know how to work that to even get yourself out. You don't even believe within yourself that you can continue to work after you go to work because you're tired. Y'all need to change y'all mindsets. Y'all need to be able to say, oh, I could do this, I could do that. Oh, make time within your day to do something. Make time. You say you're tired, and yeah, you're going to be tired. Yeah, I'll be tired doing these videos. Yeah, I'll be doing a lot of work. But I don't sit here and complain. I sit my black booty down. I do what I got to do because I said I was going to do it. Because I want to do something better in life. I don't continue going to work. I don't continue doing the exact same things. I don't continue doing the exact same cycles. I want to have freedom within my life. Y'all got me on that bit preaching. But y'all feel me? Dang, y'all got me out here preaching, and I can't be out here preaching because it's a video too long. But like for real, y'all, like within y'all lives, find the cycles that are deflating your life, regardless if it's like you might not gotta change your job. I'm not saying change your job, y'all. I still work a job at the end of the day, but find cycles that you can change that will make you feel better within yourself. So that way, when you go to work, you don't feel. That way, you can start to feel better about yourself. So that way, you know, oh shoot, I got something to work for. Oh shoot, I got something to pursue. Because when you just go to work, you just going to work to get a paycheck. With this, you're not getting a paycheck. You really got to work. You really got to grind. You really got to put your heart and emotion into this mess until you really can get out the mud. You feel me? So y'all gotta find something passionate about. Find something that you feel me, that you can do at least 30 minutes a day and be able to come better within yourself and just learn and grow and be creative. Because at the end of the day, they're trying to take your creativity. Let you continue to be creative and be able to grow and be able to expand and be able to give your light out to others. Then you okay, man. Because at the end of the day, there's evil out here, but in there, as long as you have to understand of what's going on in your life, in your world, you'll be okay. Because then, as long as you understand what's in here, you can project what's going out into the world. So I feel they're gonna conclude the video. That could cool about yap, shessy. But y'all feel me? Hit the thumbs up button, subscribe button. It's your boy CristoReacts. Yeah.
And I need me to do. If I ain't get paid, I ain't doing the show. Shit, I'm finna.